So a bill passed in the Senate of the state of Utah, the state Senate, that's already passed the state House in Utah that now bans pornography on any new cell phones sold in the state of Utah. Now, to be clear and to be honest, I've always said that pornography is the great destroyer of men.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that it is. I think if you are a 40, 50, 60-year-old guy who's married and you watch pornography on a daily basis, which they say absolutely happens in this country, you are likely to have a dysfunctional sex life with your partner, whether you're married or whatever. Porn creates this odd belief system in men about what sex should be. Porn creates, a stigma that, of subservience and service of women. Like, I could go on and on about it.
Unreal expectations.
Porn is the great destroyer of men.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ridiculous bill that they're trying to pass. And it's passed, and it's going to be very difficult to make it law. It is nearly impossible to tell somebody what you can and cannot view on a TV, a phone, a tablet, a computer, whatever. You're going too far. There is, and I frankly, I'll be honest with you, I haven't looked at a porn site in probably a decade.
Mm-hmm.
But there is apparently a filter on porn sites already in Utah, where if you go to a porn site, you have to check a box acknowledging that this is a porn site and you approve or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I get that. I'm fine with that. But you can't tell me that I can't watch porn on a mobile phone in Utah.
Because here's what happens. Okay, it starts here, and the only reason that this has any legs to it is because we're talking about porn and not National Geographic, right?
Sure.
So it starts here. What's next? What's next?
Well,
are we gonna censor weed next? Are we gonna censor other things that are we gonna censor? Are we gonna censor an atheist YouTube channel because you guys are all LDS Mormons and don't want that content out there? That's where this goes. And I think that, yes, porn is an issue, and it causes problems, and it's not good. But at the same time, the bigger issue here is the censorship portion of this conversation. And I just think that this is just a highly convenient way to try to, again, tell people what they can and can't do, and it's a form of control. And I just don't think it's good. I don't think it should pass. I can tell you right now, if this bill passes, I'll never buy a phone from a local business in Utah. I won't do it because that's supporting this bill, and it just is not. It's not the right way to be going about it in this country. And I think that is the argument that needs to be made. Hey, you want to put in a censorship bill? How much is that going to hurt business in Utah? Because I can tell you right now, with the culture in our country right now, people are willing to go out of their way to get what they want.
Yes.
So I will go to Wyoming. I will go to Las Vegas. Hey, we're going to Las Vegas in a month, to get our Mastros fixed. Hey, you want to get the new iPhone while it's out so that we don't have to get it in Utah? Yeah, let's do that. There's a Verizon store in Las Vegas, guaranteed.
Yeah. I think this is no different than why are you not banning opioids?
Yeah.
The opioid crisis in Utah is significant. Why are we spending time on pornography and not opioids? Why are we spending time on pornography? And here's the other question. Well, if you're going to ban pornography, are you not going to try and ban alcohol? Are you not going to try and ban strip clubs? Why is it okay to have a strip club in Utah but not pornography on a cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And again, I strongly maintain that pornography is the great destroyer of men. But I am more a believer in First Amendment rights. I am more a believer in the ability of human beings to have choice, whether that's the choice to, watch pornography on a phone or drink alcohol or have an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that as Americans, we should have free, clear, unfettered access to our choices.
Mm-hmm.
And when you tell somebody you cannot watch porn on a cell phone, when you tell somebody you cannot drink alcohol,
mm-hmm.
when you tell somebody you cannot smoke weed, when you tell somebody you cannot have an abortion, or here's what you're going to do with your body, You're restricting. Why are you writing me notes? Banning porn. What is this? Just give me. What does it say?
It's unconstitutional. They'll be sued.
Yeah, it is unconstitutional. I agree. It is unconstitutional to ban. I think it is unconstitutional. Well, we'll find out because there's no way this bill gets into law. Other states would have to back it. I mean, like, there's a huge hill to climb here. But it's not whether this bill gets into law or not. It's the fact that the legislature in the state of Utah believes that they can take that move and make that move.
Yeah, it tells you where they're at.
And I just think that it's overbearing. I think that at some point, like whether it's food or, dude, whether it's sugar or fats or carbs or, like, look, I'm probably 20 pounds overweight. I should have the right to be 20 pounds overweight if I want. Right? Like, I should have the right to do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to watch porn on my phone, I should be able to watch porn on my phone. Don't tell me what to do in my house.
Yep.
Right? And again, this is awfully convenient from one of the most conservative states in the union who wants to tell you what you can and cannot do behind closed doors. Right? Like, it is remarkable to me that we're telling, and not to keep going back to the Kaepernick thing, it's remarkable to me that we can tell a guy that you can't kneel during the national anthem, even though a soldier told you that's what you should do. You can't kneel during the national anthem. And by the way, when you're done kneeling, don't you dare go back to your house and watch porn on a cell phone. Right? Like, that's the level of ridiculousness that we've gotten to.
Yes, I completely agree, 100%.
When did it become okay to repress our rights?
Yeah, I don't know.
But take away my guns and all hell's going to break loose. It's like this asshole QAnon shaman guy who thought that he could lie in court and say, well, I only went into the Capitol because the cops were waving us in. Well, it turns out there's video of you breaking a door and...
Yeah, and trespassing.
It's amazing to me that when it comes to things like the insurrection on January 6th, nobody's responsible. Oh, but you want to watch porn on your phone? We have to protect you from that.
It's politics.
Who's going to protect us from the fucking assholes in the Utah legislature? Who's going to protect us from them?
Nobody.
Right? Do you think Spencer Cox is waiting to sign this bill because he watches porn on a phone? I don't know if Spencer Cox likes, to watch porn on a phone. I have no idea. I know he's seriously considering what the effects of this bill will be on people's rights, though.
Yeah, and by the way, how many of these same people that are putting this bill out there are the same guy who's in their office watching this stuff? How many of these guys are those same people? Because that's definitely happening. Guaranteed that's definitely happening.
It is so frustrating to me, the hypocrisy in politics. Our political system in this country is so broken. Whether it's, every Republican voted against the stimulus, but then went back to their districts and like, look, I did this great stimulus thing for you. Vote for me. Yeah. Right? Like, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene, not knowing that Guam is a U.S. territory.
Idiot.
You're an elected, anyway. Politics in this country is broken. Oh, the election was rigged. We have to take, mail-in voting away from people. As it turns out that it wasn't rigged. There's zero evidence. Like this intel report, this is a global intelligence report that says the Russians and the Iranians tried to fix the election to keep Donald Trump in office because they can control him. Right? So then you find out that Bill Barr released false intelligence reports. The former Attorney General of the United States of fucking America releases false reporting saying that China is the biggest, threat to our national security and the integrity of our election. Turns out that's completely false. Completely false.
Yep.
Turns out, Donald Trump, Operation Warp Speed to make sure that all Americans have the vaccine. Do you realize that the CDC has spent the last 2 months unwinding literature on their website that was written by Jared Kushner and all of these cronies of Donald Trump's that worked for him that had no basis in science or fact, but was all geared to make people think that the coronavirus was not lethal, was not deadly, and we should open up the country so that the economy, which they based on the stock market, would thrive.
They have the sniffles.
The CDC, who sets policy for disease and health in this country, had to go through and rewrite most of their policy to base it in science and fact, because for the last 4 years it hadn't been done. I give up, man. We have nobody protecting us in politics in this country.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Nobody.
There's not. It's true. It's 100% true, and I think that this country and its citizens are gullible, and this country got played by Donald Trump. And I think that people who continue to believe in Donald Trump and all the things that he's saying are not doing their own research. They're buying into a dream, into an idea. They're being played, and that's what's frustrating.
By the way, real quick before we end this, I am 100% against this pornography ban on cell phones. I am a guy, I don't watch pornography. I just don't think it's good for human brains. If you want to watch pornography, you should have every right to do that. You want to lay in your bed and strengthen your forearms while watching pornography on a phone? Knock yourself out, bro. That's totally up to you. I don't judge you. I don't want to know. I don't care what you do behind closed doors.
And nobody else should.
Right? Hey, man, do you. I'm good with that. Don't try to take those rights away from me, because I don't want you in my house. I don't want you knowing what I'm doing, eating, drinking, smoking. Whatever. Play the song. Jeez. Okay, I feel better. Like, that was a bloodletting, I feel like. That was like a release.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's only Wednesday. God. Anyway, it is only Wednesday.
Correct.
3 more full days. Hi. All right. Tomorrow's Thursday on the show.
Oh, man.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll figure it out. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, the YouTube machine. Just put The Monty Show into Google. Open a Google window right now. Do it. Open a Google window, search The Monty Show. Monty, The Monty Show. Hit subscribe. Please give us a thumbs up on this video. Please give us a thumbs up on the highlights, and please subscribe to the channel. As Gabe Ledley points out, congratulations. We're over 200 subscribers on
Thank you,
YouTube
Gabe.
now.
Appreciate that.
We only need 5 times that amount. Please subscribe. Until tomorrow, say Happy St. Patrick's Day, MFers.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, MFers.